Alright guys, now it is time to film. It's been a busy day for me today. The other half got out of work early, so we spent some time together. And if you go over to my vlog channel, I did my first vlog of the day. We actually had to take his little girl, Tuna, to the vet, or Luna. She's got some little eye issues going on. It's not really affecting her any, but she's got some cornea issues or a scratch or something going on. We're trying to figure it out and get it fixed, but as of right now, we're not 100% sure. Which, by the way, this is my little mini tripod that I used. So, on that vlog video that for my other channel that I'm working on, there will be a sample of one of my ASMR practice runs, because I discovered that this wonderful microphone that I got from Best Buy, I think, works perfect for that. So I was worried that I was actually going to have to go out and get a more specialty one, but this one works perfect as a little starter. It was only like 50 bucks too, and I love it because it sounds wonderful for the channel. I know I've had a lot of compliments about the clarity of the voice and things like that. So just FYI, if you guys are interested in starting out, then let me know, and I will try and remember to link the information for where I got this from down in the bio. By the way, it's not sponsored. I just really like this thing, and it's done me really well since I got it. So we're doing some more work on our lap book today. We are over halfway finished. So this is a miniature scrap pack, and if you want to know how to complete the scrap packs, I do have a tutorial on my channel. I stuck it in here because I was down at Joann's doing some promoting the other day. It was pretty cool. I got some classes in out of it, so that was really awesome. We did, however, have some splitting going on, which is fine. It's fixable, because even if it's split, it's not going to come apart with the way we bound it. It is perfectly fine, and it makes it look a little bit more rugged. So I'm just going to get out my ink here. Oh, you know what? I want my other ink, and I gotta go grab it. Okay, so I had to go into my other bin and grab my Distressed Oxide by Tim Holtz and Ranger. I love this stuff. My Aunt Trudy got it for me. I probably wouldn't have bought it otherwise, because I've been budget buying a lot. I don't really buy anything extravagant unless I plan on it in the like far future, because it's just not in the budget. Although I've been very thankful lately. You guys, all of you followers have been amazing. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm really excited and thankful for that. And I cannot find, I know I have something in here. I have Q-tips. I'll be back again. Okay, so I just told the other half if it gets too late to come and grab me, because I have to go to work in a little while. Thankfully, I go in later than normal. So obviously we can't fit our little dabber in there because it's way too big. So I went and got a Q-tip. And it's been a while since I've done this, so, you know, and you don't remember if it works well or not, but I think it does. Yeah, there we go. Now, of course, there's lots of glue in there, so it's not going to work amazingly. But it still works pretty good. I might have to get in there with some coffee staining stuff. Or some of my... Oh, yeah, I got those alcohol inks, too. I could play with those in there. Because there's lots and lots of glue, so it's a little bit harder to make it look distressed. But as you can tell, it's definitely doing a lot better than the dabber would have. Got a little bit of distressed look. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. And you can do this with your other books too. This is why I bind it with a very sturdy mesh fabric. And now you really definitely have that vintage rugged feel going on here. Now I want these to be darker, so I'll probably sit and play with them later, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys so you get a general idea on how I like doing stuff like this. There we go. Yeah, so it's not all, yeah. All right, and I keep forgetting that there's, actually let's put the lid on this or end up with a square in the middle of my journal. I've done that, but not with a journal. I actually rested my arm across the Ranger ink pad one day, and I had this huge square, kind of like in some of those movies where they fall asleep on the keyboard. Yeah, and then they have like the big keyboard imprint. Oh yeah, that's in there. I'm gonna remove that because I really don't feel like listening to it rattle around working on this thing. So I love this. It's just so amazing. And this is really, you know, you can tell that the glue has dried and set really well because it's not opening all the way open. So you gotta make it pliable. Perfect. What do you guys think? So I already have an idea of what I want for right here. Now I'm gonna put it together today, and then we'll decorate it on the next video, and then it will be finished. So there's only 2 more videos left, this one and the next one, before we literally have this baby finished. Oh yeah, and this is already cut to be the perfect height, so we just need to know the length. Oh, I need a couple other tools. Okay, so I just discovered that I'm on a little bit more of a time crunch than I anticipated. But that is okay. Alright, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk you through it step by step, and then we're just going to do it, alright? I'm going to cover this page, and this page, and this page, and this page. We're not covering this one yet because we're going to create a piece that's going to attach here and fold in like this. And then on this side, we're going to have a pocket. So that is what we are going to do today. And some of you were like, all right, that's all I need to know. Bye. Please stick around and maybe you'll learn something new. I hope. So we're going to have to cut right there. So let's cut board behind me already laid out. Just turn around, whack it off, and we're ready to go. All right, and our ruler is in our tool bag, and our book is 5 1/4. So that's where our little folder that I don't have, but that's okay. I have another one here. 5 1/4. Ooh, I like this one better than the other one. I haven't really used this one. And then I want to go over one more notch to have kind of like a foldy thing. Yeah, a foldy thing. And then see, how am I going to do this? I think okay, I know how I'm going to do this. So we have our 5 1/4 here, and I'm going to cut off approximately 1 inch on this side for a little flap. He's got the hiccups. Okay, you guys see that? Perfect. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just press it down really nice. And we're going to make sure and press the second one too. There we go. Had to pull on it a little bit. All right. Perfect. Now I want to use our inker, and we are going to distress. We're probably going to use this one too, not just the distressed oxide. And just go ahead and ink it up really good. Let's see. Look at that. Use our tool to finish it out. Oh, that's hot. Needs a little bit more going on there. And it doesn't have to be perfectly covered. I mean, that's kind of what adds to it, I think. Got a little bit of texture and character going on there. This weekend, I and the other half are going to be preparing for Brush and Bulky. Woohoo! I know he wasn't excited to hear that. Because he doesn't really have too much Brush and Bulky at his house. And I had, a couple months ago, I had someone come through and cut down a lot of my stuff. But I didn't have them haul it off because it's just cheaper to wait for Brush and Bulky. And it gets so dang hot. Usually I'd go out in the evening and cut it up and throw it in the bin. But I work in the evening. And you can't go out during the heat of the day. So by the time I wake up, it's too late. And I can't go out at night because everyone's asleep. I don't know about you, but I got nice neighbors. I really don't want to make them mad. So I like my good neighbors. So ultimately it kind of stinks because the only time we ever really get together, we spend together on the weekends, so I don't ever really get around to doing it very often on the weekends. So on Brush and Bulky weekend, we gotta pull up our adulting pants and we bust our booties until we're pretty much dead dog tired and do my yard for Brush and Bulky. And then, you know, when spring first comes and all of his weeds come up, we go over to his house and we pick up we clean out all the weeds and get his yard going good. So it's 50-50, but it's exhausting. And we can't do it during the heat because it's Arizona. It gets too darn hot. It's just outrageous. I mean, I love Arizona, but dang. Honestly, I could not live where it gets cold. I'm sitting here now wearing shorts and the AC just kicked on and I'm already, and of course the office is the coldest room in the house. I'm ready to go put pants on. It's not even that, like, I keep it at 77 degrees. Which for here is pretty cool for the average household. I think in Arizona, the electric company suggests about 78 degrees is what you should keep your house at during the summertime. And the office buildings at work, they keep them at like 64 degrees. I literally have to wear a dang parka to work. Oh, we got one more side. So, and he set a timer on his phone so he could come in and let me know when it's time for me to leave. So thankfully I don't have to really worry about it. It's funny, I kind of feel like my dad used to always do that. It made him feel like he had something to do, because when I was about, I think I was 23 or 24 when I got my first apartment. And because it was in Tucson, and my parents live about 50 to 60 miles outside of Tucson. So when he had to come up to Tucson every day for medical stuff, when I was living up here in my very first apartment, he would come and stay with me during the week, and then he'd go home on the weekends. Well, I worked graveyard shift, so he would come in and he would wake me up for work, and I was working somewhere different than I am now. Like now I work evening shift, so it's pretty chill. I mean, it's not too bad, but he would come in and he would wake me up for work, and of course there are times it warms my heart, because you know he's dad, that's what he always did. So now it kind of like reminds me of him when he does it for me. It's so sweet. So just a little warm fuzzy for the day. Alright, we got some tacky glue, or 3-in-1 also works. I like the 3-in-1 because it's cheaper, and it seems to be the same stuff. I don't really know too much. For paper crafting, I don't think there's really a difference. I think I think the 3-in-1 might be water soluble. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look at it, and right now my fingers are full of glue. But I don't think there's really too much of a difference between the two, if there is even any, really. Oh, we're gonna have to scoot this one back down a little bit. Perfect. All right. Now I don't have any papers prepped for this one, which is okay. We can come back to that. If we have time today, we will pick some, and we will hopefully prep them. So now we have this, and it's thin too, and I intentionally did that. I don't want it to be too thick when it closes. So there we have it. I really like that. All right, let's mount our pieces we have here. So we have all of these, and so I really like this one. What do we have on the outside here? I don't, we got the yellow. Okay, so on the outside, I kind of want to make them match. So perfect. We are going to put you, let's fold these up in here, right here. Just want to take these out for now. All right. Let's get some glue on this pretty lady. And if you guys are making a lap book with me, I know some other lady said she was too. Let me see what you have going on. I really, really seriously would love to see it. Tag me on Instagram. Even just mention me in the comments that way, or something along those lines, so I can pop on over to your site and see it. Because if you don't mention me, I won't know. And sorry to say, but I'm very busy, so if I don't see it right in front of me in the moment when I get on Instagram, I'll probably never really go looking for it. Some of the Instagram accounts, I do read some of their stuff, but for the most part, I'm really just on there looking at and enjoying the beautiful work that other people do. And there are some really beautiful ones on there, and that's where I'm at most of the time, is on Instagram. And I really enjoy it, because seeing some of what people can create, and it inspires me. I love it, and it gives me wonderful ideas, and I'm sure a lot of people are exactly the same. So if you get inspired by my work, and you want to tag me so I can see it, I would be honored. I really would. And I had a couple of ladies who did tag me, and I shared them. And sometimes I'll share some of my favorite journals in my stories too, because they're just so beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm getting excited now. I'm not gonna lie though, I still wish my drawstrings were coffee dyed, although even the way they look, they still look really, really awesome. Alright, I'm hoping that this sits up better by the time I get finished with this one. I think it will though, I really do. Alright, so this flap here is kind of in limbo right now, so don't really do anything with that. I think we're gonna do this one and this one, and yeah, that's right, and this one. So that's how that's gonna go. So let's get these on here. And all of these were pre-prepped and sewn. I think you guys seen me sew all these and do prep work in previous videos. This is a series for those of you who did not know. If you want to learn how to build the box, the pen holders with the midori style elastics, then go ahead and head over to the other videos. I don't think I've pinned them in the description box yet. I keep forgetting to, but I will do my best. Usually when I finish a series, I'm really good about going in and putting links back to the other videos. I need to do a lap book playlist. I really do. And if any of you guys have made a lap book inspired by this series, let me know. Maybe I'll add it to a lap book playlist so other people can get inspired. I think that would be fun. I really do. Oh, there we go. And I know that we are coming up. I was talking about it a little bit ago. We are coming up on 1,000 subscribers, and I am so stoked. I mean, I'm like happy beyond belief that you guys are amazing and have stuck around the way you have. It's been a wonderfully amazing journey. I think I like that. Yeah, and they connect a little bit. It looks like they do, even though I don't think they really do. But it's been a wonderful journey, and I just want to let you guys know that there will be 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you are subscribed to the channel, then you pretty much are already entered in the giveaway. Because the last time I did it as an official subscriber, I couldn't get a hold of the person. So the thingy just sat there, and I tried getting a hold of them multiple times until I ended up just having to send it out as random happy mail. So I really don't want to have that happen again. I love it when my winners actually know that they won and they're ecstatic about it, because it means that not only are they enjoying what I do and they're engaged in everything going on, but they're really getting something out of the videos, because they're watching them and they're attaining something and learning something. And that's my goal. That's my goal through all of this, is to teach somebody something new and to just enjoy to craft and to always be getting better and more creative no matter what you do. Because the more we do it, the better we get. Am I right? Oh my, it's just coming out so wonderful. And it's piecing together so nicely too. I love it when a good project comes together so wonderfully and so perfect. I found that this is the best way to glue things. I really have. Oh, oh, I hear the dishes falling out there. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll do a couple of them. Now, I gotta do dishes when I get home, or tomorrow. I did the laundry today. Oh, which reminds me, guys, I forgot to put it in the dryer because we went out and we did some stuff. Oh man, I laid it out and it fit when I laid it down. Oh my. So we're gonna have to trim some, and I'm just gonna have to come back in later and ink it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna spend God knows how long cleaning my rotary board after this one. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oops. Okay. Oh! Yep, definitely gonna have to clean my rotary board after that one. Okay, let's keep that out of the way. This is fun, guys. I know you can't see it, and I'm not in camera, but it's definitely a challenge trying to trim off a tad bit of extra. Oh crap, now it's stuck to the it's stuck to the fabric. Oh, let's see if we can get some ink in here before we maybe stick it down. Just a little, just something, you know. See, even us seasoned vets, we make mistakes. Not that seasoned, just seasoned enough. Woo. I'm just gonna, now that my fingers are all sticky. Come on, open sesame. Let's try and get some, just something on there. Oh, no. It's sticking to everything but what it's supposed to, guys. Okay, now let's see if it's gonna stick. Oh man, it's still a little. Okay, we're made it work. It's still a little bit bigger than I kind of like this glue for that very reason. And see, now it's mostly dry, so you can reposition it. We're gonna have to trim a little bit more off here, guys. What you doing, Meals? Mila came to visit. I'm having sticky glue problems, Mila. Can you help me with my sticky glue problem? Let me at it, Mom. I'll chew on it for you. Okay. See, guys, this is why you measure twice and cut once. Not 50 gajillion times with glue stuck to your thing that I now have to wash. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to use scissors, and my scissors are in my purse in the other room, so I have this pair too. All right. Hopefully that's enough trimming. It's just, it needs a tad, just like a hair, too big. It's still, oh my goodness. My goodness, Mila. see if that was enough. I think it was. Oh my, it was just right. For the most part, it'll work. So now that you guys got to witness the mistake of the century for this project. That's all right. The other night I was making a scrap pack, and it's my second one this time, second time, and I put the inside upside down compared to the outside. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put a pocket on this. Really big pocket. Really big pocket. That'll do the trick. How many of you guys have had that same problem? Just big pocket, covered up. It's all good. Hey, maybe some mixed media. Paint. Paint fixes everything. Which, by the way, I have been talking about, and I finally do have most of the stuff. I do want to get watercolor before I fully settle in and start doing some mixed media. And I want to do like mixed media type journals primarily. I've been wanting to do ATCs, but I've just been so busy that they keep falling to the back of the pile. And I have a bunch that I pre-cut out of upcycled cardboard, and I just want to make them and do like a ATC trade with some people. But every time I think about it, something always comes up, and I know I'm probably not the only one. All right, let's hope that should be enough glue to cover up our boo-boo. Let's see here. Let's try and get this in here nice and good. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, I am content now. Content and happy, and there's a little spot right there. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, and this closes properly. Now that we fixed our boo-boo, and it is not even noticeable. See, we didn't, this is why I kind of sew in a little thicker than normal on some of these lines. It really helps, I'm not gonna lie. It really helps. So, all right, now we get to glue on this last outside piece, and then I think we'll pick, let me see what time it is. It's 5:42, so we're probably gonna have to end with this last one. We'll keep it shorter today. I know I fumbled around in the beginning trying to find supplies, but in the next video we should be able to finish this baby out, and I will pick out the pieces for this last flap, and I'll have them cut and sewn for the next video. I'm not gonna cut and sew the fabric. I'm just going to cut and sew these pieces like I'm gluing in now. And then I'll have them ready for the final stages. Because, well, I am going to do this video and one more video to finish it up on the decorating. And then, of course, there will be one more video kind of attributed to this series, because I want to put a midori in here. So we will have that kind of going on as well. That'll kind of be a part of this series. So definitely stay tuned for that as well. I want that to, there we go. This way we can really get in here and smooth this out. All right. I think I'm definitely in love with it. It looks amazing. And you'll get to see why I added in this extra flap in the next video. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. It just kind of came through to me when I was halfway through this piece here, what I should do with this other side. And it's still kind of in pieces. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to finish it out. I think this is going to be another one of those where I just do it and it happens. So let's go ahead and pick out our pages and we will be done for the day. So I really love this one. We also have some of these smaller ones. I gotta make sure that they're not tall enough though, but I can use one of these for the pocket. You know, it's funny because I really don't like these people in my journals, but for some reason these two in general just really, I like them. And I know I picked out at least one of these for, oh, I probably could do that one, huh? Yeah, because I really did like this set, so I think I'll use that one for the inside pocket. And if not that one, I don't know if I made this one into the journal. If not, then we'll do that one. The rest of these I kind of want to save for other projects. And I love that yellow. It just seems to match the red so well. And let's see what else we got. We have some patchwork Tim Holtz papers still. I think I'm going to steer away from the patchwork one. I feel like they might be adding too much. I do like the text though. And I like this yellow. And it's funny because I'm not normally like a yellow type of liking person. I like that one, but I think it's too like, I don't know, girly for this, for the theme I'm trying to go for. But I do like this one. So we will go with, not this one. Sorry about that if I made you shake. So we're gonna pick this one, this one, and either one of these two, which one I think looks better. I might even do a mix and match. And then one of these two will be my pocket. So that is it for the day. I will have these pre-cut, not the pocket, just the page cover like we did here. So you can see it's really going together nicely. So this I will have pre-cut out and probably covered just the same as I did these, and ready to go for our next phase. I hope to see you on our next video. I feel like we didn't get too much done in this one. I hope that you guys don't mind. Sorry about that. But I definitely would like it if those of you who follow me on a regular basis would want to follow me on the vlogs and see what I have going on a regular basis with not just journals but other projects too, to include sewing and so many other things. I can't even remember them off the top of my head right now. It's going to be kind of like a lifestyle type deal. So I hope to see you there. Thanks for tuning in today. We did get a lot done. I don't feel it. I didn't feel like I got a lot done. But we will be getting more done in the next video and pretty much finishing this lovely lady out. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Okay, guys. I kind of feel like a silly because here I thought I had to be at work and I'm like an hour ahead of time freaking out that I have to get done faster because even though I really don't. I don't know why my mind was telling me that, but it was. Yeah, because I felt bad because I felt like I really didn't get very much done in this video. So now I'm excited because we can finish out this section without me, or with me actually feeling like we accomplished something. And of course, I get everything all ready to go and I can't find what I need. Well, this is a bunch of, oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. Okay. I moved it to a new spot. So if you guys are on my Instagram, you'll see I posted this cool thing yesterday. It's by Recollections, and I got it at Michael's. I love how it stores your little rivets perfectly. So I really should get a pair of tweezers for my bag. I know I got an extra pair laying around here that I seen the other day, but I haven't yet. So I almost forgot I have these. I have this little needle. Sometimes I'll use that, but I also have these medical ones that I use when I'm doing stitch work, that I just needed that little extra grip on the needle. So we did gold, so I think we're gonna maybe stay true. What if we do gunmetal, or the aged bronze? For this. Okay, so I'm gonna sit that one there. If you guys couldn't tell, I finally did my nails the other day. They kind of stand out like another. So I gotta do some ASMR videos, and then I can go ahead and trim them down. So I did them myself. I don't go out and get my nails done. I do them myself. I've had this stuff since I quit my last job over 2-3 years ago. I'm surprised it's still good. Alright, so I'm having a hard time deciding. I know I'm gonna have to pick, so I'm just gonna go with gold. I feel like it pops out enough to give it a little bit more character than what it would with the darker colored. So the gold, the eyes have it. We're going with gold. Alright, and I don't want it to be, oh yeah, there we go. It's at the size I need, 1/4 inch. I still feel like that's too close, so maybe just 1 notch above 1/4 inch. I like it. Yes. So this is my first one in this size, guys. I haven't done one this small before. I like these ones better than the other ones I have, because, which are actually sitting right next to me too. They're right here. These ones have a little silver ring that goes on the back of them. These ones that I got from Recollections do not have the silver ring. So it's a little bit easier to just, you know, slide them in and pop them into place. If none of you have done it before, excuse me, I usually put the little piece that recedes in, which is this side right here. I put that on top to hold this guy in place, and then that's curved, which this is a rotating piece. I picked a little bit of the curved one and then just slide it into place and push, and it flattens them out quite well, I do say so myself. So we went ahead and we got this. It's the same stuff that we put here. So we need some good scissors. We got our fabric scissors, and we're just going to measure it out a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and tie this. And it's not down low enough, so we're going to keep kind of maneuvering it down. Oops. He's out there playing fetch with Mila, which if you have gone over to the vlogs, I'm gonna try and get it up tonight. I'm gonna do the Little Miss Daisy video first, obviously, but if it doesn't go up tonight, it'll be up tomorrow. And for those of you who haven't already, you will get to meet all of our little poochies. They all each have an Instagram, and some of my regular followers on here, on this channel, have met Lexi. You know who she is. And I know quite a few of them that follow her on Instagram. And she thanks you for all of the love, I'm sure. Even though she probably does. She's like, I don't know what in the world you're talking about, Mom. I have no idea. None whatsoever. But whenever she gets to take the little photos, especially like the one the other day of her getting her little head scratched, she loved that so much. Oh man. See, this is when I terribly miss not having nails, because now I have to use tools to assist me in doing a job that I could do easier without having nails. Okay, so I'm just gonna poke it a little bit with the needle. It's not wanting to cooperate, guys. Okay. He's out there watching This Is Us, I think. I keep meaning to start it, but I know as soon as I do that I'm going to want to finish it and keep watching. Ow, I just stabbed myself. Careful. I might have to use it all to feed it through. Pinch really, really tight and hope my nails don't get in the way. And it's hard. It's gonna take me 15 minutes just to string this dang little pack. All right, I think we got it. Yep, and pop through the other side. We're gonna let go on this side. And oh, biscuit eater. We popped it through the wrong one. Okay, let's try this again. Oops. Fell out that time. Third time's a charm, am I right? Alright. Okay, perfect. There we go. I love these things. I swear they are a lifesaver for some things, even when you don't have nails. Nope. Alright, let's try this. Not close enough. There we go. Got all the little cars racing around out on the main street. I can hear them. I don't know if you guys can. I don't think you can. This microphone usually does pretty well for that stuff. Alright, got it through. Now we're going to go ahead and pull on it. Wrap it around our little finger and watch it slide off our little finger. And this is another reason why I like this, because you can just go through, grab it, and pull just like that. Oh yeah. So now we have ourselves a scrap pass for our traveling lap book here. So I like it because you can slide it in here with this, you know, maybe you have your midori on one side and then your little scrap pass on the other side. So you got two of them going on here, and you can just close them up like this. Well, this one I like it like this. I think it adds a little bit of character. And close it all up. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put away this needle because we won't need it again for this project. And if I don't put away the needle, I know I will lose it. I'm terrible. Okay. We don't need any more of these either. So let's just close those up and put them away so we don't spill them. Oh, that's okay. I can put them back in there later. They go in that little wallet. I'll just slide them directly in the wallet. So we don't need this. I can tuck that away. Oh my. We are dwindling down on stuff on our desk, guys. All right, the last thing before we go for the day. My earlier premature goodbye. I'm going to have to cut out. I got an upset stomach, so I had to go get me a Sprite. Not sponsored. Hashtag. All right. So we're going to wait on the pockets. I want to get the primary done first. I still got the paper sitting over here from when we were deciding what we were going to use. I got to put that back with my main primary tools. There we go. That's actually, I need to get a little table right there. It'd be perfect. All right, guys. Don't let me forget to cut that out. 3, 2, 1. Cut some crap out. Okay, now I get to cut this up, and I feel like, let's see, there's a bunch of handwriting in here, but there is there's less like typewriter text. So, oh, there's some there, but that's like literally from a book. Most everything kind of looks like notes in here. I love this. This is like my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm gonna dispose of this one. I like it, but it's not speaking to me. I really like this one. I really do. And I specifically one of these two corners. And I'm gonna have a pocket in the bottom. So I kind of want this on top then, so I can see a little bit of it. So we need 5 1/4 by, I think it's like 8 1/4. You would think, since most of my standard sizes are in this size, that I would remember, but I don't. I'm terrible, okay? So it would be 8 3/4. 1, 2, yep, 8 3/4. So, and there's still some glue on this board, so let's hope it doesn't affect our cutting ability. I'm gonna do 5 1/4. Perfect. By 8 3/4. Now we got a little pocket out of it. Let's see how it looks. Got an itchy behind my ear. So I do like it. I actually do. It's very plain, but that's okay because we are going to fill that up. Yeah, it's definitely not going to stay plain for long. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. Actually, I may just use this one to put on the reverse side. Because now that I have it cut up and placed on there, it's just not as appealing as I thought it was going to be. So we're going to do it from the side. It'd be 5 1/4 by 8 3/4. I love the sound that this board makes. And we have plenty here for pockets. So here's this piece. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And then I want to cut up this other side. We're going to do 5 1/4. And then we have this nice long strip we can play with later too. Nice long strip. And then we have, I like the bottom, but I want to trim some of it. There's that. And then we're going to do 8 1/4. Yeah, maybe not quite. I'm going to trim off. I'm not a big total fan of the red on the bottom. You can just save a little bit of it. Now let's try to go for 8 1/4. You guys probably, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're crazy. Okay. Son of a biscuit eater. It's shifted. That's okay. I'll have to put the pocket on this one. So, oh yeah. It's a little bit noticeable. So, I'm going to go ahead and ink these and go sew them. We just go around them each on the sewing machine. I like this one for there and this one for the inside. What do you guys think? Instead of the yellow. Yeah, I'm definitely liking them way better than the yellow. So, I will go prep these and we will come in and put them together. Alright, I'll be back. Okay guys, I just finished sewing these and inking the edges. I only inked the front obviously because we're not going to see the back. I wasn't too big of a fan of the back anyway. As you can tell, right there is a little, and this is what I was talking about when I was on the cut board and cutting off some of the red on the bottom. I really like the stamp, but I wasn't a big fan of this, so there's just enough there to where you can see it. So, and I'm now in the mood to stand, so I'm kind of standing. So let's get our glue. Get our glue here. Oh, this is Fabri-Tac. Okay, I know I got 3-in-1 in here. Nope, that's Fabri-Tac. Here we go, 3-in-1. So let's see the difference. Crystal clear, transparent, instant grab, fast dry, acid free, waterproof, bonds fabric, glass, leather, wood, trim, fast dries, acid free, washable. Advanced. Oh, okay, here's the difference. Waterproof, washable. I guess the Fabri-Tac comes out easier, which for these type of crafts, I don't want it to be washable, so I'm better off getting the 3-in-1 anyway. And it's way cheaper. I mean, it's a couple dollars cheaper, which I guess is not very much, but in the long run, it's definitely a lot cheaper because sometimes I go through 1 bottle a week. Last week, I think I hit my new record of 4 bottles in 1 week. So I guess it just depends. And I love doing the swirly majig thing. Just covers it really nicely. And you don't have any real, I mean, you have some gaps, but not noticeable, obviously. So, alright, this one's going on the outside. So I'm just going to line it up with the edge right here, and it should fall in place with the other side, with the way I cut it. And it perfectly sets into place. We're just going to press it. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love it. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with this one. And I like keeping it concave like that. It makes it a little bit easier to apply the glue. You don't have to fight with it. Do some more swirly majigs. I feel like I should have sewed the pocket to this before I glued it down, but that is okay. That is so okay. I think this this glue grabs so well to the paper anyway that you would literally like rip the paper asunder before you actually got it off from where it's been mounted. So let's make sure it lines up real nice. It's looking like it placed really well. Don't want it to slide too far down and make it impossible for this to close. All right, so we have a 3-fold here with the way, and I know I originally did a 2-fold. Depending on how long your file folder is, you could possibly get a 3-fold out of it, but if you only have short ones, you're gonna have to cut the 3rd fold. I probably could have done a 3-fold without cutting because I got some really long file folders, but I obviously, as I said, wasn't 100% sure what I was doing until I did it. So I feel like because like this has magnets. This side has the magnets. I kind of feel like I want to put a magnet right there too, but I don't have any right now, so I think I'm gonna have to find some. I'll have to get back with you on that one. That'll be for the next video, so I'll try and find some before the next video. But before we go into getting all crazy with that, let's do our pocket. Our pocket is going to be 5 1/4, and it's 8 3/4 tall, but I don't want it to cover the whole thing. So our pocket's going to be 5. You know what? I want to do it exactly 5 inches to leave a little bit on the side to give it a little bit of space for when it closes. And I feel like 5 inches is too tall. I think 4 inches would be the perfect height. So 5 by 4. Let's go ahead and get our paper here. Let's see which one. So we have this one on the front, and so I don't want to duplicate that, so I don't think we used him, and I really do like him. Yeah, we didn't use him at all in the journal. I've used him in a couple other projects. That's why I keep thinking that I did use him. And I love these nibs here too. I love them. Love. So let's see here. He is a little over 4 inches tall. So if I put it, okay, so if I drop it down, probably right at that line on the nib, and it'll just barely take, it'll give him a airplane. So at the top of the nib, I really like that yellow too though, but that's okay. This is the one I'm talking about that I really like. Maybe I'll add that somewhere else. So we're gonna do 4 inches. Perfect, and it's barely gonna graze we'll do 4 1/4 just to be safe, since you know we got 8 3/4. Perfect, and we have this one to play with for later. And then we're going to do 5 inches across. So, let's see, 5. Ooh, that worked out just perfect. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Ooh, I love the back of this. But I feel like, let's see. Oh, it kind of stuck a little bit. So we can do him, which I like, or we could do, I like that one too, but I feel like it's too cluttered, and I like him. You know, I do want, wait for it. So I want this guy, and I want to crop the corner here, just the corner though. Crop it real nice like. I feel like it's just not wanting to crop as close as I normally like. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. I can either place it all the way in the corner, or I can place it exactly in the middle. But I feel like, I don't know. So I'm gonna ink around the edge, and I'm gonna sew around the edge like I did with these, and I will be back and we will make our final decision for the night. All right, guys, we are finishing up the last touches for today. I did finally decide to go with this dude. Not very many of the photos have really spoken to me, the vintage photos like this, but his really has for some reason. I like the feel of it. So I am going to center it up and leave a little bit of gap on the edges, but I'm only going to be gluing this corner. I'm going to glue it extra well because I kind of wish I would have just sewn it direct, but it is okay. I do like sewing around them though, and then placing them where I want them. Sometimes it makes it a little better, just for the look of it. We have lots of extra glue on this one, so we don't have to press it. We can let it hover and dry a little bit higher than normal, because it'll give us a little bit of extra gap. So just lightly push on it. You don't have to squeeze the jelly out of the PB&J. Just let it touch, and then when it dries, it'll give you a nice little gap. Not too big, not too small. So I'm going to let this sit and dry. I'm going to clean up, and then I will come back to you guys when it's dry enough to move around and show you what we have. So it is finished for the day, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time. If I cut it out, then you probably won't understand what I'm talking about. I may have mentioned it a time or two, but I thought I was running short on time constraints, so I ended the video and I wasn't done with this final flap. And then I ran out into the living room and I was talking to the other half and realized I still have plenty of time, so I figured I'd finish out the video for the day. And now I feel less terrible because at least it looks like we got something done. So we put in all of these lovelies, and I'm thinking about doing a magnet right here. Obviously it's not there right now. If not a magnet, then possibly like a little Velcro to hold it closed. And I mean, you almost kind of can't tell it's there. It's kind of neat, actually. It just kind of looks like a bunch of thick paper. So, and then still a little, you know, sensitive. So I wouldn't stuff too much in it right now. It should be dry enough though, but we got ourselves a nice pocket going on here. Yeah, I just got some glue on my card, so it's still a little wet. Give it a little bit more time, but it gives you a nice gap in here going on, and I really like it. I'm actually thinking that I may have been better off angling this pocket wider, but I still really do like it. Maybe I'll put a piece of Velcro there as well to keep it from catching on anything. But that is pretty much it for the day. We inserted some elastic into our miniature whatchamacallit scrap pack, which this is actually, I'm going to call this one a scrap pass because it's a scrap passport. And there you guys have it. She's ready to go. All right, I'm going to take some photos and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful night. Bye.